Brett Okamoto from ESPN alongside UFC President Dana White. And Dana, a couple days ago, we stood at your headquarters and you said UFC 249 is a go. We had a full fight call. You wouldn't tell us where the location was, but you said it was going to be on ESPN. What is the status of UFC 249 2 days later?
So, I told you this whole thing has been a battle since day one. We've been fighting nonstop all day and all night since this pandemic started to put on this event on April 18th. And today we got a call from highest level you can go at Disney and the highest level of ESPN. And one thing that I've said since we started our relationship and partnership with ESPN, that it's been an incredible one. It's been an amazing partnership. ESPN has been very, very good to us, and the powers that be there asked me to stand down and not do this event next Saturday. And we're ready to go. And one thing that I need to point out is that TACHI Palace in California, the Indian Reservation, has had our back this whole time, has stood their ground, and was willing to do this fight. And let me tell you this, when the world gets back to normal, the California event will be at TACHI Palace. I'm doing a fight there to bring them a big fight, and I appreciate them standing with me in this thing. And I want one other thing I want to really point out is all of my fighters that are under contract with me, I want them to feel safe, take time with your families, and enjoy this time. Don't worry about the financial part of this. You're going to get the fights on your contract, and I'm going to make things right with the people who are willing to step up and fight this weekend. Not this weekend, next weekend on April 18th. And I'm going to take care of as many people as I possibly can and do whatever it takes to make these guys all feel comfortable. All of my employees, nobody's getting laid off at the UFC. Everybody's good. We will be the first sport back. Fight Island is real. It's a real thing. The infrastructure is being built right now.
Yeah.
And that's really going to happen. And it will be on ESPN. That's it. That's where we stand right now. So let me start with this. Fight Island is real. Fight Island is a real thing. It's really happening. The infrastructure is being built right now on the island. I'm ready to go. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. And TACHI Palace stood their ground, stood behind us, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate those guys. So when California opens up and the whole world becomes normal again, the first thing we're doing is going to TACHI Palace. That's going to be our first fight back in California for them having our back and standing ground. Fight Island is real. It's a real thing. It's really happening. The infrastructure is being built. So all the fights that you guys wanted to see are coming, man. They're coming. I respect ESPN. They've been an amazing partner to us since day one. And, them asking me to stand down, there's no way that I wouldn't not do it. So, and everybody's saying the fight's canceled. The fight is not canceled. The fight is postponed and being pushed back. All my fighters that are nervous and freaking out, don't be worried about the money. It's coming. We're gonna hold our schedule. All these fights are still gonna happen. We're getting ready for Fight Island. Fight Island's where it's all gonna happen. Okay? I appreciate all the support from the fans, man. You guys have been incredible. Absolutely incredible, man. The support that we've had from the fans, the celebrities, and everybody's been really good. It's been a crazy 3 weeks for me, and I got to call one guy out publicly, Hunter Campbell, who works for me, who has been fucking killing himself. I thought this dude was gonna fucking die, but we did it. Listen, I said there was gonna be a fight April 18th. We did it. We pulled it off. It was gonna happen. My partners asked me to not do it, to postpone it. So here we are. Just wanted to thank all you guys. You guys are awesome, man. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. I'm gonna go home and sleep for fucking 3 days. I'm gonna fucking sleep for 3 days. But I don't know. Thank you guys. You're the best. I appreciate the fans. You guys are fucking incredible, man. And my fighters and my fucking staff and everybody's been incredible through this whole thing. So thank you. And Joe Rogan too. Rogan was showing up on Saturday. Rogan was calling these fights. The problem with the media is these days, the media is so fucked up. Rogan isn't coming to the event because they heard something on his podcast. Rogan was coming to the event this Saturday. Rogan was absolutely working the event this Saturday. Thank you to Joe Rogan too. And Laura Sanko was showing up and she was going to do all the behind the scenes stuff. Everybody was all in on this thing, man. It's been incredible. So thank you to the fans and to everybody, and we'll see you soon. We will be the first event back. Oh, and Brittany too. Brittany Palmer was going to be the ring card girl this Saturday. Thank you, Brittany, and everybody that was going to be a part of this thing. I love you all, and we'll get everybody square, get everybody taken care of. Fight Island is coming. Infrastructure is being built, and we'll be running fights here soon. Jacare, I see you. Thank you, Jacare. All the guys that were going to fight on this card, everybody that stood, strong and was going to be a part of this thing. I love you all. Thank you. And we'll be back soon. We'll be the first sport back still. And thank you all. That's all. I don't know. I don't even know what else to say. Have a great day, everybody.
I want to ask you about something before we move along to other stuff. I did have a conversation last week, and I'm actually kind of surprised you spoke to me, if I'm being honest, with your good friend Stipe Miocic. This guy doesn't like you, DC. I mean, holy smokes, do things get awkward when I ask him about you? Did you see this interview?
Nope.
He does not entertain. He won't even entertain a question about the next fight and you. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm not worried about any of that. It gets really awkward whenever you ask him about the eye. I can understand that. The next fight and you. Doesn't want to entertain any of it.
I think right now he's being a fireman, which is what's way more important. That's way more important right now. That's what he should be worried about. But, he doesn't want to fight me. Maybe he doesn't want to talk about it, but I bashed him upside his head for a good 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't want to fight me either, what if you can't punch me in the stomach next time? Then what is he going to do? So it would be very difficult to think about fighting, us fighting again whenever, he understands that if I'm healthy and when I'm healthy and, I correct this little bit of a problem I got here, he's going to have a lot of trouble. So,
but do you think it's weird? It's the fight business.
He's doing the right thing, worrying about the virus. I get it. He's a service worker. That's his job in this time, and I applaud that. But when it's time to get back to the fight business, you got to play the fight game, and he doesn't necessarily play the fight game, and that's why for someone so talented, right, and such a phenomenal fighter, he just has not made that connection with the world for people to tune in yet. And it's because he won't play the fight game. Sometimes you got to play the game, and he isn't willing to do it. Because this is a grand opportunity, right? This is the opportunity for him to take a guy, me, that he beat last time, that I beat him before. We're in this great trilogy, right? One of the best trilogies in heavyweight history. This is the one to play the game. This is why you play the game. And if he ain't willing to play the game in this one, I don't know what or when he's ever going to be willing to play the game. And at the end of the day, he'll walk away from this thing and you'll have a lot less zeros in your bank account because you didn't make people care. So ultimately, he's only hurting himself.
Is it frustrating for you? I know you said you didn't watch the one last week. Quite frankly, I don't believe you because what the hell else were you doing? But anyway, is it
Video
frustrating?
games. Yeah.
The fact that he just won't engage at all, there's no selling of this.
Well, but I think right now, honestly, man, I do believe that he's being genuine in saying that he's just worried about that other stuff, right? Most people are. Not everybody's still thinking about the fights, Right. People aren't all just sitting there thinking about when am I going to fight next, and especially a guy like Stipe, who's made money, you know, and his money probably goes pretty far living in Ohio. So it's like he can focus on a lot of different things right now, as opposed to worrying about when and what the next fight is.
Okay, what's up everyone? So, I'm going to show you a little trick, alright? What I like to utilize for pull-ups. So obviously there's many grips for the pull-up. The wide grip, the inside lat grip, the bicep grip. So I want to focus on the bicep grip right now, which a lot of people would consider probably the easiest one. It's where most people will start. That's why they'd probably consider it the easy one. The truth is, whatever you start on, whatever one you work on is going to be the easiest one. You know what I mean? Whatever you put the most work in will be the easiest one. But I go through all the motions anyway, switch it up different days, wide grip, whatever. Today I'm on the bicep grip, so double hands, so this one and then this one, so two hands like that. Now, when I go down, I want to emphasize the elbow coming in. So I'm almost trying to touch elbows. And I also want to extend the arm fully. So extend the arm fully